Even the biggest fitness fanatics have to take a break for the holidays. So whether you want an extra glass of wine or a big piece of pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving, the experts say it's okay. Here to show us more is fitness and nutrition expert Steph Mansour from Step It Up with Steph. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Jean.
I was a little concerned about seeing you on today, but I like the theme of we can still do it.
Yes, yes. So this is how you can indulge without feeling guilty and without overdoing it, because you don't want to pack on the pounds, but you also don't want to restrict yourself over the holidays.
Because then you'll feel like you're deprived when everybody else is having fun.
Exactly. So you can still participate.
This one was tailor-made for me because I love my stuffing.
So do I. So my dad makes the best stuffing over Thanksgiving, and I'm always craving it. Like, I've been craving it for a month. So we have the stuffing, and if you're like me and you want to sit down with a big bowl of stuffing, don't do that. So we don't want to indulge in just a bowl of stuffing by itself. Instead, you want to pair it with something like turkey. So you want to have protein with your indulgences, because the protein, the turkey, is going to stabilize your blood sugar levels, so that's going to keep you fuller for longer.
And it'll keep you from craving it more, because usually when I finish my plate, I just want to go back
for more stuffing. Yeah, so just make sure that you always pair it with a protein, because it's very easy to become a carboholic over the holidays, and just keep eating, you know, the whole pan of stuffing if you're able to. And this is from Whole Foods, actually, and so they have, this stuffing was just, it was very quick to make, and they also have the turkey that you can just slice from the deli counter, or you can make your own.
Makes it good. Okay, these cookies look amazing, but I'm guessing, is that the skip?
Okay, no, so we're not going to skip the cookies, but just keep in mind, the first bite of the cookie is the most rewarding bite. So after that, it's decreasing rewards. So if you have one cookie, that's great, but my rule is if you want a second cookie, I want you to have a serving of raw vegetables, because these are really easy to get out of the fridge, and then you can decide if you want the second cookie. So I never want you to feel deprived. The first cookie is fine, but if you're tempted to go back for seconds and thirds, just stop yourself in your tracks, have some raw veggies, and if you want to step it up, Jean, you can even make your own cookies. So I have these Kind Bar granola pieces, and if you put that into your homemade cookies, you're going to get 5 servings of whole grains and also protein and healthy fat. So you could create your own healthy cookie.
Yeah, okay, I like that idea. And does the vegetable, like the taste is what cuts the desire to have the next one? Is that what works?
So sugar is very addicting. So you want to cut your taste buds off after one cookie, and then change it up with something that tastes totally different, which is the veggies.
Makes sense.
And then you can go back to the cookie if you want.
Those cookies look really good, Steph. You could have picked some uglier cookies.
I know. Well, and also those have no preservatives in them or artificial ingredients.
So they're almost good for you?
They're almost good for you, yeah.
Okay, what about the wine?
All right, so for the wine, so of course we're going to be drinking, you know, a glass or maybe a couple glasses of wine at Thanksgiving dinner, but if you're tempted to go for a second glass, I want you to, again, stop in the tracks and have a glass of water. So I have these really pretty Step It Up with Steph water bottles I have around my house, and if you can think of having one alcoholic beverage and then having a glass of water in between, that's going to help you realize if you do want to indulge in a second glass of wine, you're going to have a glass of water first.
And it's also not going to take away, it's going to take away your, you know, your reduced, what do you call it? Because your inhibitions are like all over the place once you have a glass of wine.
Right, yeah, and so this is going to make you be more conscious and cognizant of how your body's feeling, and maybe you're feeling a little tipsy, so you want to slow down and have a glass of water. But I will say, if you do want to indulge in a second glass of wine, think of that as your dessert. So instead of having a piece of pie, which is over here, maybe you'll have an extra glass of wine.
Wait, I got to decide between the pie and the wine?
Right, well, that's one way of looking at it. So if you want to indulge in a second glass of wine, that's just one way. If you want to indulge in a second glass of wine, maybe you could skip the dessert or have a smaller slice
I like the maybe. I like negotiating here.
Right,
the other thing about drinking the water in between whatever beverage you have is that your hangover won't be that bad.
Right, exactly.
That's the good part.
Yes.
So now, are we still supposed to work out?
Yeah, so I'm going to get to the workout in a second, but real quick, the pie. So pumpkin pie, you know, have a slice of that if you want, but I say do not indulge in the whipped cream. That's just fluffy, extra calories. It's not doing anything for you. You can have whipped cream whenever you want, but pumpkin pie is festive, and that's usually once a year.
So prioritize your sweetness.
Yes.
Okay.
And then pecan pie is even healthier because there's nuts, and that has the protein, which again stabilizes your blood sugar levels.
Got it. Okay.
So if you're going to talk about working out, I do have a couple instances in where you do not need to work out. So we don't need to indulge in the workout. if you are hungover, if you did have a couple too many cocktails the night before, I don't want you working out, because sometimes if you work out when you're hungover, it can make you feel even worse.
Right.
We don't want you feeling bad. So again, don't be hungover so that you have to skip your workout. But if you are, don't feel bad for skipping it. And secondly, if you're really sick, if you're really congested, sometimes you can, or if you have the flu, sometimes you can be even more symptomatic after working out, because
Right.
that, gets your heart rate up, you're sweating.
Gets everything going.
Yes, but if you do want a quick 60-second workout to step it up, if you are short on time or if you're stressed, that's when you must work out, because when you work out, you're reducing your cortisol levels, you're going to help decrease stress, and you're going to help yourself feel better about your body as you're going, to your parties and for Thanksgiving dinner. And you can do a 60-second workout right before you take a shower. So just run in place, as you're taking off your clothes, run in place, do 10 quick squats, and then jump in the shower.
Okay, I like it. And you know what, too? That's also a good strategy for getting through the rest of this holiday season, because, honey, it's not going to get any better for me.
It's not. And if you want to, really sustain this mindset through the holidays, I have this 30-day workbook, and it's 30 mental exercises to get you to step it up, change your associations with food, with fitness, with alcoholic beverages, and get it so that you want to do good things for your body. And I actually had one client who went through this, and she lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks just from doing these mental exercises. So this is available at stepitupwithsteph.com.
Sounds like a good gift, rather, for the next holiday. Thank you so much.
Sure.
And listen, if you want to get more information, go to stepitupwithsteph.com.